bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote pour celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président, à l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un vieux. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Des vieux, des vieux. Des jeunes prennent le chemin de la limite pour devenir des esclaves. Des jeunes prennent la route du désert pour entrer à l'Europe.
Hi, happy Saturday to the beautiful people of the Cameroons, the beautiful people of British Cameroon, and the beautiful people of La République du Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lissinger, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Today I don't can talk. I don't can give una message. I want to tell una who be that thief people them. Those people who are stealing your money in the Cameroons. I've said it time and again. We have spent a lot of time, every time we blame President Paul Biya of La République du Cameroon. President Paul Biya is a 92-year-old person. It's one person. So now, they say charity begins at home. I want to be telling you those criminals that they hide behind Mr. Biya, those people who are responsible for the Anglophone problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be honest. Yes, President Paul Biya is the president of the country. Can one person run a country? Can one person decide on anything? They make us feel that way, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Mr. Biya is there because they are a gang of thieves. And this time I've decided to be talking about Anglophones. I've talked about the lies about decentralization. The lies, I call it lie. You can check your dictionary. Because Prime Minister John Gute is a liar. I'll keep on saying it. Young Philemon, all of them, they are responsible for the Anglophone problem. I've talked about Young Philemon. You can go on my YouTube, you will see it. Today, I want to talk about these people, and I will prove to you why in life, if you go, they give you a job to do, you receive money, but you don't do the job. Who are you? You're a criminal. So today, I will talk about Anglophone parliamentarians and senators. They are responsible for the Anglophone problem. They have a job and they are not doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of the Cameroons, I want to thank all of you. I saw, is it the government delegate or is it mayor, they call it, of Yaoundé, supervising people that they should clean up Yaoundé, which is one of the most dirtiest capital in the entire planet. A lot of people say, when we expose the litters, the dead, the poor sanitation in our street, oh, we should not do it. We should do it. I was in the Cameroons in 2022. I exposed a lot of litter. Douala, Yaoundé, other parts of the Cameroons. I made videos, I put it on social media. Nobody was saying anything. Nobody was following my footsteps. But I don't bother because in time, when you do things, people are so slow. When Jesus Christ came with his ministry, there were a few people who were following Jesus Christ. That's why Jesus Christ was killed, tried and killed. But we like to follow people after they have persecuted that person. So I understand how people think. Some people are slow. But I want to thank all those people who have been posting the poor sanitation, the dirty streets in the Cameroon, and you have made CRTV for the first time, because CRTV is CPDM television, although they call it Cameroon television, it's not, it's CPDM. They will never show you our dirty street to do campaign. They are not neutral, they are not impartial. They support CPDM. So I have seen, they have come out now, they are showing how they are cleaning Yaoundé. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not kill any person to force these people to make sure they clean our street. We are not begging them, ladies and gentlemen. We are not begging. Taxpayer, they pay money to them to use it to clean our street. Instead, they embezzle it. Prime Minister Diongute held a meeting and called out they should clean our street. Should a prime minister be holding meeting that they should clean a street? This is why I say these people are so dishonest. They are not fit to run a country. They are incompetent. Normally, local council, they should be responsible to clean the street. If Prime Minister Diongute want to talk to them, he knows them, he knows their name. He should summon the local council, either the city mayor, bring them there, but he cannot do that because he hasn't got the power. He sits there only to chop people the money. We know them, and we want to get rid of all of them peacefully. We don't want them in our country anymore. We have competent and fit people to run the Cameroons. Ladies and gentlemen, I must also make this clear. To scrutinize and hold the government to account, it doesn't mean I hate Prime Minister Diongute. It doesn't mean I hate Mr. Bia. It doesn't mean I hate Atanganji or any other person. In a democracy, you have to scrutinize the government. You have to hold them to account. You have to criticize them. We do that in Britain. We do that in America. We do that in all European countries. Why not in the Cameroons? Democracy is not only about election. It's to hold the government to account. So ladies and gentlemen, if you get annoyed that I'm criticizing you, PM, Prime Minister of Cameroon, Atanganji, Grigwa Oona, Ongongong, Ayolopobia, then step down. I am a public figure. I don't care if you come and criticize me. Article 65 of the Constitution of La République du Cameroun says I have a right to express my opinion. If I am saying our streets are dirty, we don't have electricity, we don't have water, it is not hate speech. I'm saying clean our street. And if you cannot clean our street, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lissinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party, we can take over and do those jobs. We know how to govern. We know how to maintain law and order. We know how to enforce law. We know how to provide and assist the people economically and socially. We have that experience. So ladies and gentlemen, back to the topic of today. Our topic of today is the Anglophone members of the National Assembly. Because ladies and gentlemen, National Assembly is different from Parliament. It's not a Parliament. Sometimes we call them parliamentarians. They are not. That word National Assembly came from France. After the French Revolution, the National Assembly came like a constituent assembly to draft a constitution in France. We have never had that in the Cameroons. They have never been a constituent assembly or a national assembly. One man will sit and draft a constitution for 250 different ethnicities. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. If you want to draft a constitution, you bring experts, then you bring experts from those 250 ethnicities. Then you draft a constitution with legally minded people. That's how you draft a constitution. The constitution of Cameroon is fit to be a toilet tissue because it's not fit for a heterogeneous society. So today, whether you're a parliamentarian, it is not your papai office. When I criticize Mr. Bia, I'm not criticizing Paul Bia, a man who have got a private and civil and family life. I'm criticizing Paul Bia, the president of the Republic of Cameroon. When I'm criticizing, Diongute, Prime Minister, I'm criticizing him as the office. I'm not criticizing him as a personal man or my lecturer. When I'm criticizing Prime Minister Yang Philomon, I am not criticizing his private and family life. I'm criticizing him as a public figure who can not fit in, is incompetent. He cannot run our countries. That's what I'm doing. They know that. They know that's how we do it in a democracy. They know that they challenge government in democracies. But unfortunately, we sit in the Cameroons. We think that people in public office are the Alpha and the Omega. We think they are God. No, they are not God. They are people like us. And some of us are more intelligent, smart, and competent than them. But they have sat there for more than 60 years to destroy our countries. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me call the members of parliament. These members of parliament who are in Northwest and Southwest region, British Cameroons. Ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you, we must recall this. The people who remove us, British Southern Cameroons, from Eastern House, Enugu, to Boya and gave us independence, they were our parliamentarians, members of parliament. That's how powerful they were. Headed by Dr. Engeli, he said, no, the way they are treating us in this parliament, we are going back. We are going to be autonomous. We are going to be on our own. He marched us, all the members of parliament. They came to Boya in 1954. Those are people who call parliamentarians. They were doing their job. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since we joined these people of La République du Cameroun, I'm talking about the political people. I'm not talking about private people. The good people, civilians of La République du Cameroun are my friends. We're talking about the people in power, and the good people of British Cameroons, they are my friends, the civilians. I have no problem with you. When you take office, you must do a job. If you call a plumber to come and fix your house, you want that plumber to fix the house because you're paying him. If you call an electrician, you want the electrician to do your job because you're paying the electrician. If you pay a lawyer to do you a job, you want that lawyer to do the job. But if we, taxpayer, we are paying parliamentarians, senators, they are not doing their job. It means what? They are criminals. You don't pay people when they don't do their jobs. How many members of parliament in British Cameroon, Northwest and South, do they have an office locally? A parliamentarian must have an office where local people can go there, enter there, give their complaint, then the parliamentarian will take it and go to their National Assembly and talk about it. They don't do it. They chop money for nothing, thief people them. The worst people in the Cameroons are our parliamentarians and senators. They are evil. They used to give them money to go and make a micro project. It's a member of parliament, senator. Are you a businessman? There is conflict of interest. I was the one who was campaigning that they should stop it, that money that they used to give them, and they stop it. British Cameroon National Party is a party of small catch monkey. I campaigned that they should stop that money. They are not business people. There's conflict of interest. They take those money, they go and do their businesses and whatsoever. So they were eating fat. They are still eating fat. Ladies and gentlemen, in the administrative unit of Northwest region, because it's an administrative unit. I hear people say I'm a Northwesterner, I'm a Southwesterner. You cannot be an administrative unit. You're either your tribe or a country. You cannot be. United Kingdom have 12 regions. They have Southwest, Northwest, Southeast, Midlands. They have it. A man in the United Kingdom will not say, I'm a Southwesterner, I'm a Northwesterner. They are not. You're either English, Welsh, Northern Ireland, or you're English. That's it. In the Cameroons, you're either Beti, Bassa, Bulu, Douala, Barondo, Bafo, or you're the country. So we should stop these things that, I don't know, we don't read, we don't learn. You can never be a Southwesterner. You can never be, you're not an administrative unit. When they say, where are you from? You either say you're from the Cameroons, or you said your tribe, I'm Bakwe, I'm from Balinyonga. That's how you say it. You are not Southwesterner. Please stop using malapropism. The government want to make us to think we are Southwesterner. What has a Bakure man got to do with other tribes in Southwest? Most of them, they don't have anything in common. It's a fact. The same too in Northwest region. We don't have the same thing in common. So you are your tribe or you are the country. You're either from British Cameroon or you're from La République du Cameroon. Then your tribe. So ladies and gentlemen, these are things that they don't teach us in school. But British Cameroon National Party will make sure that you see this manipulation that the chop people, the money government have been misleading us about who we are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the Northwest region, this administrative unit, they have 20 members of the National Assembly. In the Southwest region, we have 15. I'm not sure which senator, maybe in Southwest region, the administrative unit will have 7. Then in Northwest region, we have 7. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of the Cameroons, we have parliamentarians. Why? They have a role to play. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not being mean. I've looked at most of there are 35 members of parliament from British Cameroon. Then you have, 14 senators from British Cameroon. If you look at their profile, it is like you're asking a medical doctor to go and do a job of an electrician. It's as if you're asking an accountant or an architect to go and do a job of a lawyer. That's what is happening in the Cameroons. You look at them, their background. The reason I'm saying they are not fit to be parliamentarians. They are not. The role of a parliamentarian is to examine and challenge the government through questioning, debating, and committee work. The major work of a parliamentarian or job is to make laws. Ladies and gentlemen, some of these people, they cannot even spell their name. I don't know how come that they become member of parliament in the Cameroons. The main job is to make laws. When you have no clue about laws, why are you a parliamentarian? They should be expert in the rule of order. They should be expert to assist organization in drafting, interpreting bylaws, rules, and orders. That is the job of a parliamentarian. But when you look these people, their background, they don't have a clue. These are people who should be voting for new laws, policies, raise concern about their constituencies. Do they raise concern about their constituency? No. Since 1961, Anglophone have been having problems. Have you ever heard them talking about it? All they do is to receive salary, benefits, bonds, cars, that they don't do anything. Do they have any office? All the parliamentarians in my local area, there's an office there. I can go there and go and see the parliamentarians. It comes to my local library. I don't even need to go and see them. Every month they have surgery that they see people. You talk your problem. If you write to them this problem, they will write to the department. Like in Cameroons, you go and follow dossiers. In this country, I don't need to follow any dossiers. If I'm not happy, I'll write to my MP or councillor. They will follow the matter to me and get back to me. They will write a letter to me. That's a job. Do they do this job in the Cameroon? No. These people are what? Criminals, scavengers. They are worse than Mr. Bia. You call them honorable. Stop calling them honorable. They are dishonorable people. If the members of parliament in the Anglophone region, if they were speaking for us, Maitre Lisinga Alex, I wouldn't have been talking today. I talk because nobody talks in that country. They sit there, they see how our streets are dirty, they say nothing. I have to travel from London to Yaoundé Douala to point out that our streets are dirty. Who is supposed to do that job? The people who are being paid. These criminals, these dishonest people. They are the problem. If they were talking, our countries will not be the way it is. They have to raise constituency problem. If my hospital is bad, the roads are bad, no electricity. Have you ever seen them debating about electricity? End of year, Mr. Bia will come. I've given this what kilowatt or what this place, then nothing will be done. They sit quiet. More than 30 years ago in Mancon, in Bamenda, President Paul Biya of La République, I was present in Mancon, Bamenda, Commission Avenue. President Paul Biya said, I will personally supervise the deep sea port and the ring road in Bamenda. Have you ever heard? Getting to 40 years. They are celebrating 40 years of chopping people's money. A year that they change CNU, the name. They changed the name. They are the same party since 1960. They changed the name. They are celebrating change of name because they don't want Ahijo's name anymore. So they want to give their own name to reflect Paul Biya. So they were celebrating 40 years of thieves, embezzlement, failure, the most corrupt country in the world. Did you hear any member of parliament complaining? Say, Mr. Biya, since Mr. Biya talk about deep sea, have you ever heard them talk about it? But when we fight, Maitre Mola Alex Divelisinghe, the leader of British Cameroon, when we fight for deep sea port, they will be the one to take all the contract. That's their job. They want to eat. When we fight for Boya University, these thieves called parliamentarians, they will be the one to go to Boya University to teach there, want to be have position in Boya University, but they will never fight. These type of people should never be near power. When we fight for multipartism, all of them, including all these former ministers, they were dancing Dimabola, no multipartism. But when multipartism came, senator come, they want to be there. We should be the one to be the parliamentarians. We should be the one to be the senators because people who fight for something should lead the thing. That's how it works in all democracy. We should be the one. We went there again, we went there, some of us, we challenged them. They came up with a fake special status. It's not parliamentarians. They came with a fake special status. They say regional assembly. Who are the people that I see this for Yakum? Oh, we don't have power. Did you fight for anything? These people like to chop. We need people to represent people. You need to be fighting for them. You need to be talking to them like British Cameroon National Party. To be a politician is to advocate for their life, for your people constituency. They don't do it. They want that they should increase the parliamentarians so that they sit there. Look at them. They have businesses, they have work, they have schools. Where did they get that money from? They sit there, they do nothing. They say they are parliamentarian. Parliamentarian is a 24/7 job. It's a Monday to Friday, even Saturday, Sunday. If there's something that is urgent, parliamentarian Sunday, even at night, they will go to the parliament to debate it. You people saw in America, Donald Trump about breach of security. They have to call all those people, they question them, they talk. You people saw, you don't need to wait that whole match. Parliamentarians should be a job Monday to Friday. They even work on Saturday if urgent things are there that they have to talk about. They have to sit and debate issues. Most of them, when they see Metro Mola Alex, they are afraid of it. I am the person that in the Cameroons, most people who are stealing in government, they are scared of me. When you see me, I don't like to go to WhatsApp group because they don't want to see me. Because all of them, they are thieves. From the judges in Cameroon, they are thieves. I will come to the judges. Today is the parliamentarian. The parliamentarians in the Cameroon, they don't do anything. They sit end of month, they go and collect money. What do they do? For doing nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remove the parliamentarians and the senator in the Cameroons, the country will still function because they don't need them. They don't ask their opinion. It is a window dressing exercise organization. It's a bunch of criminal syndicate. And I'm telling you, our country is like that because these people are criminals. The parliamentarians of the Cameroons, Northwest and Southwest region, and the senators, they are the cause of Anglophone problem. If they were like me, Maitre Mola Alex Divelisinghe, who have dedicated more than 35 years to fight for multipartism, Boya University, GCE board, Anglophone problem, that country would have changed. But all of them, they sit quiet. They are happy behind the scene. Let this man talk. When things change, we are in power. Then they call us diasporans. There is no nationality called diaspora. We are not, our name is not diaspora. An American in Britain is called an American. An Englishman in Cameroon is called an Englishman. A Scottish man in Nigeria is still a Scottish man in Nigeria. Their name is not diaspora. They are calling us diaspora. They think when you're out of the country, it's not your country. That is my country. We are coming back. A BCMP, British Cameroon National Party government. Most of the people who will be in my government will be what? People from what you call diaspora. Because it's a fact. I don't need to beg you. We have left that country in your hands. All of you. For more than 60 years, you have destroyed it. I want to see diasporas running that country in the next future. What I mean, to be a minister, I don't need to distribute minister to people. A minister is about competence. You work for the entire nation. But in the Cameroons, you distribute minister. Okay, 1 or 2 from Northwest. 1 or 3 from this Southwest. That's not how you give a minister. You look the best person for the job. If I need somebody who I want him to be Minister of Justice, if that person have worked, like example, whether it's in America, in Britain, he learned all this Anglo-Saxon culture, I'll put that person there because he knows what to change. It's not only about education. We need people who have done politics. In the Cameroons, you don't do that. If you like, you argue with me. They don't distribute top positions. You don't do that. I will import cleaners from Western world, like in London, to come and be cleaners to supervise in the Cameroons, because a cleaner in the United Kingdom is better off than a cleaner in the Cameroons. That's why you people don't clean your street. I will bring nurses who have studied and have experience in European countries and America to come and be nurses in the Cameroon. People who are from Cameroons, I will bring them there. That's what I will do. I won't allow you people to be there. People work, nurses, doctors, lawyers, whoever. They work for the public. It's not your papa a property. Where one man they be for the Kabaya Libre from time, I mean, how do they call him? Cabral Jibri, from time immemorial. He has been in that his position for more than 50 years. Nyan Jifenji have been there for more than 50 years. It's not your father's things. These people are people who went to school maybe before we had independence. They are the people ruling us. Life have changed. Technology have changed. They are not up to date. So how do you expect the Cameroons to go forward? When you see the parliamentarian senator, they come abroad, they pay everything for them. What are they coming to do? With modern technology, we have a lot of embassies all over the world. In Europe, the Cameroons need only one embassy. One embassy. Today, you can use internet and do things. You don't need to go to those embassies. You can apply for visa online. So why do you waste people's money? British Cameroon National Party is a party that will bring a department for efficiency saving. We'll close down all the embassies and use the money to construct roads and hospitals for the people. We don't need 1 million embassies. We don't need it. This is modern day, modern technology. One person can be the ambassador in the whole Europe and have an office with good internet and everything. You can serve everybody. You don't need to go to those places this day. You can pay things online. So why do you have a lot of embassies spending money for nothing? British Cameroon National Party is the only party that will change the Cameroons. We want to see members of parliament and senator who are qualified. Sometimes when you see senators in the Cameroons and members of parliament, do you know why they don't talk? They don't talk because they don't know. They are not intelligent. They are not informed. They don't have the knowledge. It's not because they are quiet. You pass, you say honorable. Honorable for what? Members of parliament in Western democracy are talkative. They talk. So those of you who know Nigel Farage, he talks. George Galloway, he talks. Jeremy Corbyn, activism, those are members of parliament. To become a member of parliament, a senator, it's not a position to be quiet. No. If you don't know how to advocate, you don't know how to say certain things, you can never be a member of parliament. But they are rubber stamp parliament, hand clapper, people who are evil, people who have destroyed our country, people who have destroyed Cameroon Bank. Well, we keep on saying we Anglophone every time. Oh, La Republic spoil our thing. No. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of British Cameroon, the people who destroy Southern Cameroons are Southern Cameroonians. It's not the French. They destroy it. If you put incompetent people to represent you, you get what you get. Dr. Endeli, Prime Minister of British Southern Cameroon, was top in that position. Nobody could challenge him. Aijo could not stand in front of him. Paul Biya could not stand in front of him. Aisi Vondo could not stand in front of him. All those people in those days, Francois Sengako, they were afraid of him. Andre Bida, they were afraid of him. But you people went and took Mugu, primary school teacher, to represent you. When Dr. Endeli stood there, his height and everything, you think Aijo can stand and talk to his phone? Because we Anglophones started putting Wu. Dr. Endeli is from Southern Cameroon. Some Anglophones, they went and vote Pa Foncha, who comes from Cham. So, Francophone Prime Minister in British Cameroon and Francophone President in British Cameroon. That's it. You people voted for somebody who cannot have the interest of Anglophone. That's where the Anglophone problem started. It's not fake. Let me tell you, some of you don't understand that the Cameroons, my great-grand-uncle, the late Fon of Bari, where do they come from? They migrated from north, they are in Bali Nyonga. The Sultan of Fumba, where is it? What? They have something in common. So when Aijo knew that, he went to Bali there. That's why you have Bali Airport in Northwest. There was no other airport, Bali Airport. Aijo was going there every day. He knows this man, we have something in common. The Bali Chambers. Sultan of Fumba, I go there, there's something in common. Me, Hausa man, we have something in common. Some of you don't know how they operate in that countries. So that's how they operate. So sometimes don't be fooling yourself. We still have this idea in Cameroons. If I want to talk as a Bakure man, people, oh, it's tribalism, so what? I'm a Bakure man. And some people don't even know. My mom comes from Bali Nyonga. So my politics is not about Bakure or Bali Nyonga. My politics is about health, economy, taxation, policing, equal status, the end of the use of France CFA in British Cameroon. Let them use their own money. They should stop using all the inherited French institution in British Cameroon. Just like in Scotland. Scotland is in the United Kingdom. They have their own money. They have their own football team. They have their own parliament. They do their own things. But they are in the United Kingdom. So why is La République forcing their institution on us? That's annexation. That is assimilation. Have you ever heard the members of parliament or senator talk about it? No. Because they are more interested in the taxpayer money that they are receiving than to fight for you people. Ladies and gentlemen, there is only one person in British Cameroon who have got that integrity, that probity, and it's myself, Maître Mola Alex Ndiveli, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. You cannot be jumping from CNU, and you go to CPDM, you go to SDF, you go, the same people jump. Oh yeah, you have a right to jump. Why is it that Maître Mola Alex Ndiveli, I've never joined any political party in the Cameroons? Because I know they are not fit for purpose. People come, there's presidential election, they come to accompany Paul Biya, they give them money. Then after that, they will shout, the election have been rigged. They have been doing that since 1992. Most of you will not come and speak the truth. There's a video there by Abel Zonga. He said, Pa Achide Achu say, Fundi was hungry, they should give him money. You people never talk about that corruption. Most of you don't talk about it. You only talk about Fundi was one. SDF militant, they were bribing them. They were bribing them, they took bribe. I'm not the one saying it. So we have corrupt people until we start having people from British Cameroon National Party who are parliamentarians, who are senators. Nothing will change. If you keep on thinking that you will change one person to another, I am ready to be scrutinized by the public. I'm ready for people to call me and hold me to account. But most people, they cannot do that. If you speak the truth about most of these people in the Cameroons, even presidential candidates, say certain things right back from Southern Cameroons to now, they will be annoyed with you. For me, if you say something about me, which is true, I will not get annoyed if it's a fact. That's how we do politics. We should remove the skeleton in our closet. I wouldn't vote for somebody who haven't got integrity. Most of us, we know things that were stolen from British Cameroon by some people. Have they given it back? No. Come and give the property back, property that belongs to our people. We are afraid to talk. If you go to, some people are hiding their identity, their real name. I can talk about my mom. I can talk about my dad. But go and look at some people, they have top position in the Cameroons. If you go to Wikipedia, when they put something, they will put their wife, your children, your parents' name, or some people, they hide their own. Do you know why? Because they want political advantage. They do that. If you want to run a country, you have to be clean. I'm not saying there are not dirty people in politics. In the Western world, there are dirty people in politics who are politicians. But when you're found out, you have to resign. That's the difference. We have something they call parliamentary recall. Do we have it in the Cameroons? No. Parliamentary recall is that the people who voted for you can always recall you, and they have a by-election, they might decide to kick you out. Ladies and gentlemen, in the United Kingdom, around 1688, we used to have a dictator called James II. The parliamentarians and other people, they did what they call glorious revolution, which was the deposition. They removed the dictator king and replaced it with Mary and Prince of Orange. They replaced them. And what happened? It led to what? They limited the power of a dictator king, James. Now, they limited the power. Then they gave power to the parliamentarians. Then what happened again? Sorry. They gave power to the parliamentarians and they limited the king's power. Then they provided protection for the English people. They protected the people, the English people. That's what we had what they call the Bill of Rights. There's a similar thing in Article 65 of the Constitution of La République du Cameroun, although they don't follow it. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which is part and parcel of the Constitution. They say you cannot torture somebody, you have a right to express yourself. You want to express yourself, this man called Atanganji, come and back. Don't talk. Don't talk about the president's health. The president is a public institution. Everybody is free to talk about the president. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was here today to tell you that the parliamentarians in the Anglophone area, they are the problem in our society. They don't do their job. They only take money without doing their job. The role of a parliamentarian is to represent the people, your constituency. There are people who should be making laws, debating, interpreting laws, drafting laws, but they don't know. Some of them, you see them, I don't even know if they went to primary school. To me, these people are worse than Mr. Bia. If they were representing us, if they were talking for us, Maître Mola Alex Ndivelisinghe wouldn't have been talking now. I'm talking because we don't have parliamentarians. We have a non-functional opposition and a non-functional government. We have a do-nothing senator and do-nothing parliamentarian. All they do is that they pay them taxpayers' money for doing nothing. One important point that I almost missed out. Have you noticed? If a member of parliament dies, they don't replace you. They wait until when there's new election. So if you die, there's still 4 more years. So that position will remain vacant. For 4 years, nobody will be there. So it tells you that they don't have a job. Because if they had a job, they will replace that person. If a member of parliament dies, that constituency remains vacant. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4 years until next election. So why do you leave a position vacant? It means those people are just window dressing exercise. They don't have a function. Imagine if you have a local shop. The owner of the shop dies. The person who is selling at the shop, he dies. They close the shop and wait for 4 years. What will happen in that community? Something will happen. But if they can, a member of parliament can die, then they stay there for next 4 years. It doesn't affect the community. It means they don't have a job. They are just there to steal money. These people are window dressing exercise. The 35 members of parliament in British Cameroon are worse than Mr. Biya. They don't speak for you. They don't represent you. We want to replace them, British Cameroon National Party. The 14 senators in British Cameroon, they are there for their belly. They don't represent you. They don't speak for you. And again, nobody elects them. In the United Kingdom, British culture, if I want to vote for an MP, whether you belong to a political party, you put your name, I vote for you. You, example, is Maître Alex Ndive. Whatever, I vote for you. In the Cameroons, you don't vote for those people. They just put their list full of dull people. You don't even know them. It's a CPDM list, they will win. So we need that. They should change the voting system. We don't want the list system. First past the post, put individual, let people vote for their own people. Same too when you go to senator, they say indirect universal suffrage. People don't vote for them directly. Same with city mayors in the Cameroons. You vote for them, then the councillors go and choose for. The day people will start choose their mayor directly, that's the day the Cameroons will change. Because you have people like myself who will be in parliament that you vote for me directly. That is another thing. These people, they just sit there and chop people their money. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have been blaming Mr. Biya a lot. I want to tell you today that the people who are causing the Anglophone problem is because we have representatives who don't speak for us. They do nothing. They eat taxpayers' money for nothing. They are there for their belly. We must replace them. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maître Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge. Have a great day.
Tout Joseph, officiel à Los Angeles. Comment pouvez-vous nommer un individu à un poste pendant 25 ans? 20 ans, directeur de tap. Vous vous partagez le pouvoir avec vos familles. Vous partagez le pouvoir avec vos amis. Vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Vous partagez le pays avec vos familles. Et après quand ils vont voler, vous appelez les paliers, les abchappés. Et après quand ils ont volé, vous appelez les paliers, les abchappés. Qui les avait nommés d'abord dans ce poste-là? C'est toi qui les avais nommés, papa. Tu as oublié, tu as seulement oublié. C'est toi qui les avais nommés.